guys were from the...
All right, we're filming now, so go ahead and tell me about this picture.
Yeah. They look like some of the guys were from the Bronx in New York or someplace, you know. But we had a lot of guys that was in the farm school, and here's what the judge says. Either join the CC or go to the, what do they call it,
Reform school. Yeah.
Reform school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's start this again then. Could you give me your name and the time you were in the CCC?
I was in this...
Your name again?
Kenneth P. Sennett.
Yep.
I was in the CCs in 1938 and 39.
Right. And you were here at Devens for a short period.
I was here at Devens, Fort Devens, at sometimes they had us in the barracks, the small barracks.
Right.
They didn't have the big barracks.
You had the tar paper ones?
Yes.
Right.
Tar paper barracks, right. That's right.
Okay.
And we went to eat, you know, in the halls, and we went to we had a march in different places, just like the Army would.
Right.
And the Army guys were very jealous of us. They were trying to give us a lot of trouble because we were getting more money than they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
What work did they give you to do?
They gave us to clean the barracks.
Right.
Empty the barrels. Sweep the streets. Sweep the streets.
Right.
They gave us...
Did you do any, like, planting trees or any of that stuff?
No. What we did was we washed windows in the barracks.
Okay.
And stuff like that while we were here.
All right.
Now, from here, I went to... what do they call it? Salisbury Beach.
Okay.
Salisbury. And then from Salisbury, I went to Colorado.
Yeah. How were you transported? Was it in a group or just individually?
A group.
And you took a train down there? Or
yes,
what? Yeah.
We took a train
to
Colorado. Yes.
All right.
We went to New York. Not to New York. We went to where they had in Boston, where they used to have the Cadillac building.
Right.
We went in the Cadillac building, we waited as a group, and we got in the train from Boston where the Cadillac building was. Do you know where that is?
I'm not positive. I thought it was actually over in Cambridge.
It is.
Right.
Right near the Cambridge, going
there's kind of that overpass bridge with the
Charles River.
Yeah.
Charles River overpass bridge. Right.
My grandfather bought that building for the Army Corps of Engineers in World
You're
War II.
kidding.
Yeah. He was a lawyer for them, so.
Yeah. The Cadillac building?
Yeah.
Well, they had the guys in uniform and everything going up there for...
he might have bought it earlier than I knew, but...
we were there taking, how do they say it? Being, taking your clothes off.
Oh, your physical.
Physical,
yeah.
right.
Physical.
Okay, right. That's where we bought it.
Okay.
Yeah. And we went there from there. We went to, I went to Salisbury, and then from Salisbury, they took us on a train and shook us down in Colorado.
So what did you do in Salisbury and Colorado for the CCC? What kind of activities?
CC, okay. First of all, we took it down, the CC, they took us down for the gophers. We had to kill the gophers. All gophers was, you know.
Right.
But that was one of the things. Then from the gophers, we had to go up to what was it? Hot Springs, Colorado.
Right.
We went to Hot Springs, Colorado. We did some work around there with Hot Springs, Colorado, where the people come and visit.
Right.
And at the time that we went there, we couldn't do much work because President Roosevelt was there.
Okay.
And they didn't want They had all the FBI men and all the people all around, so they didn't want no activities going on.
Did you see him when you were there?
I tried to, but I couldn't.
Okay.
There was a lot of people there. You couldn't see
Right.
it.
Okay.
But I heard what they said. They said they didn't want the people to see him in a wheelchair.
Right. Yeah.
At that time.
Okay.
There was no war.
Right.
So we used to go.
Did you know he was in a wheelchair?
Yes, because of rumors were
the
going
rumors,
around.
yeah. Okay.
Rumors. They said that, they said, hey, he's in a wheelchair, and he went in that tunnel that they have. They have a tunnel that's got radius or something like that, and
Right.
a lot of people went in that tunnel to try to stay.
Radium treatments.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, so
All
we did. He
All right.
was
When
there.
you got out of the CCC, what did you do between the CCC and World War II?
All right. I got out of the CCs. When I come up here at Fort Devens,
Right.
right, they had guys like you,
Yep.
or probably, in different rooms, and they would interview all the kids, and they say, do you want to join the Army?
Right.
At that time, they were looking for more people to get in the Army because they knew that there was a war going to come.
Okay. So this was 1940 then,
Yeah.
basically. So,
Yeah.
but did you go right from the CCC to the Army?
No.
No, you didn't.
No,
Okay.
I was working on Raytheon then.
Oh, okay.
I worked on Raytheon.
All right.
I was doing big transformers way up in the sky there. You know the transformers that you have on a post here? Along
Right,
Here?
yeah.
Well, I was with the engineers working with them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then you came back and you were were you drafted or you were
Well, here's what happened. I got the card, that says that you got to report to such
Okay.
and such. So what I did was I went up there beforehand, before I was drafted, and I said, I'm here, And the guy said, get on the bus, go ahead. You're going up here. Come on up here.
Yep.
Fort
Okay.
Devens. That's it.
Oh, okay. And then they classified you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
figured out a career for you. Yeah.
Right.
All right. And so how long did you spend at Devens for urine processing? Probably only a couple weeks or a month.
Well, yeah, probably.
Right.
Probably,
And then where did you go for your training? You
training. I went
basic
to
training,
basic training and went to
Dix or Kilmer or something like that?
no, I went to
All right. Well, let's
wait a minute.
we'll skip that because we can
Yeah.
figure that out easy enough.
Well,
And
well,
then you went into ordnance school. Did you go
Well,
into Aberdeen for that, or where did you go?
No, I went to I was in
East Coast, West
no,
Coast. If
Wait a minute.
if it's not coming to you, don't worry about it.
yeah, no, it's
All
not.
right. All right. So let's skip over. You said you were in the South Pacific during
Yeah,
World War II.
well, right.
All right. Were you like down in Bougainville or something like that?
No, I was near what do you call it?
New Zealand, you said.
New Zealand, right. New
Near
Zealand.
there. But
Yeah.
you were out in an island or?
Yes.
Okay.
We were out in Coal Island and Goats Island
Okay.
in the South Pacific, and we were getting supplies from New Caledonia,
All right.
and we were getting supplies from an island that they had leper colony.
Okay.
Leper colony. The airplanes were coming in, and they were dropping with parachutes, dropping supplies,
Right.
medical supplies mostly.
Right.
You get medical supplies down, and we were going in there and getting medical supplies and taking them out.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're on the front lines pretty
No,
much.
we
or
weren't-
why were you getting parachute drops for the
Yeah.
supplies then?
Well, because they had airplanes that the Japs were, coming in through,
Right.
and they didn't want to take the chance.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay.
waited until till they had the area secure
Okay.
before they come in with and then they dropped Yeah.
All right. And you said you worked on a lot of amphibious equipment?
Yeah,
So that,
50 years equipment and Jeeps and half tracks.
okay.
A little on the tanks, but not much.
All right.
We even worked on little piper clubs.
Oh, the Piper Cup. Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes we had a Beechcraft. We were working on Beechcraft.
Okay.
So we were doing all kinds of work.
What was your specialty? Were you into the engines or into drivetrains? Or
I was in engines and anything that they put me on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was putting bogey wheels on some of the half tracks. You know,
Okay.
they had to have half tracks.
Right.
And I was putting bogey wheels and stuff like that on, on the half tracks and everything.
Yeah.
We were using, what do you call it? We had no hydraulic.
Right.
No hydraulic. Everything was worked either by cable, or by gears,
Right.
or by, like gears. That was gears.
Right, yeah,
When you're
yeah.
on
Okay.
the we'll say a jack. The jack went on a gear and turned around and went
Okay.
higher,
Yeah.
higher, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how we used. Well,
All right.
the tools we no hydraulic.
You make any of your own tools?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay.
Well, when I was in the CCs, I was working with the mechanic there, and here's what his job was. His job in the CCs was a blacksmith.
Okay.
So he was, with melting metal and
Right.
stuff like a blacksmith.
Yep,
But he was also a mechanic.
Okay.
So we was taking engines out and putting engines in the trucks and stuff like that. We had Chevys and we had Ford with a flathead engine,
Okay.
Ford 8-cylinder flathead engines, You ever
Okay.
see that?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was doing that.
What kind of weird or strange stories can you tell about the World War II time?
World War II strange?
Yeah, just unusual things that happen. Something that's
Okay.
amusing or strange or
Okay,
scary.
what happened was we were eating,
Right.
and a guy walks in from nowhere, and he was a Jap. He was evidently on that island.
Right.
So what we did was we made him a cook,
Okay.
and he was always scared that somebody was going to come up and shoot him, because if the food wasn't just right, and he was always scared because sometimes we had the food, we had K rations or C
Right.
rations, and it used to be lousy.
Okay.
So K ration, and you take the mashed potatoes for one instant, right?
Right.
The mashed potatoes, you put a little water in it, and you heat it up, and it comes like a big bowl of
Right.
mashed potatoes with just a little couple of drops of water,
Right.
and in a little can that was all things, and some of our stuff that we had in the C rations or K rations, it was condensed so hard, and
Right.
everything, that you couldn't. It was like a rock. No matter what you did with it, it was still like a rock.
Okay.
Yeah. You couldn't chew it. You could maybe knock a piece off.
So
of
did he add his own flair to it? Did he?
Yeah, he tried to with fish from the sea.
Okay.
He was a great guy with the fish from the sea. So he used to try to camouflage it with maybe, if he was lucky, he might get, some clams or something like that.
Right.
Clam shells and clams, and try to cook it with the clams and stuff. But yeah, he was.
So
doing
did
okay.
he just wandered around on his own, or was he kept
no.
under guard? No, you
No.
kept him under guard?
Oh yeah, they was always guard there. Always.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Before we knew it, we didn't know what happened. A couple of MPs come up with their MPs
Right.
with
Yeah.
the Jeep, come up. Okay, they took them away.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know where we went. Not, Yeah. But
Oh.
he was a nice guy. He was
Oh,
a nice
okay.
guy. He was a Harvard man. He went to Harvard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he must have
knew
been an
Boston.
officer then.
He knew Boston
Oh,
and
that's,
everything.
that's funny.
Yeah. He knew Boston. Yeah. He knew Scully Square. He knew Boston Park, you know, and everything
Right.
else.
Okay.
He knew all those places, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what did you do after World War II and for your career then?
Okay, after my World War II career, I had to take and I got married.
Yeah.
I got married and right off the bat in 1945.
Right.
I'm married now over 71 years.
It's a good long time.
Yeah, okay?
Wife is still with you?
Wife is still with me and I still have 3 children.
Oh, okay.
They're all married, gone.
Right.
This way, that way, you know.
Yeah.
But I do have one son who works for Mass General.
Okay.
Yeah. He works in there, and what does he do? Skin graft.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what was your career?
My career was naturally mechanic.
Mechanic?
Yeah.
Okay. You own your own shop or you work?
No. I worked for the public works for a lot of amount of years.
Oh, okay.
And I worked for the town where I was living in the city of Newton, you know, and I was working, they had the spray machines, you know, to kill the gypsy moths?
Right. Yep.
The gypsy moths on the trees.
Uh-huh.
And I would work on those pumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that was in my career. And that's how so I went to work for the Metropolitan Police Department.
Okay.
And I worked on police cars, and I worked on police speedboats. We used to go up the Charles River,
Right.
and some of the kids that was doing the exams and stuff like that in the Charles River, they were going to one of the colleges there.
Yes.
They spent the money for something else, and they couldn't finish the exam, and they couldn't have any more money, so they go over the Cambridge Bridge, and they try to jump in the Charles River, try to commit suicide. We used to speed the boats out there, and sometimes they had to drag with the fox, you know, to drag the
Right.
body out.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what sometimes they
Oh, okay.
So that's where I retired from.
All right. All right. Well,
MDC.
that's 18 minutes of discussion.
Yeah, wow.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.